Okay, we learned few commands yesterday. We'll have small recap of everything, and we'll learn some new commands today. So the first command was ls to list the contents of current directory. Then with pwd we can see what's our present working directory, current working directory. Using mkdir we can create a new directory, and using cd we can change to that particular directory. We can use touch command to create an empty file. Okay. There are two methods to add contents to the file. First one is using cat double greater than sign. Double greater than sign will append the contents to the file, and single greater than sign will just overwrite it. So this is the file. This is my file that I'm writing. Control D to save and exit. Okay. But cat has some limitation. We cannot properly edit it. It is not a full-fledged editor. So there are various editors available in the market. So one of them is vim, and which is very famous. The other one will be nano, and one more we have, that is emacs. Okay, so most of the times we'll be using vim editor or a nano editor. So in this course we'll learn about vim editor. So when we have to edit the file, we'll just open it with vim. Okay. Now instead of my, if I want to make it then what I'll do is I'll have to press I to insert the contents into the file. Until and unless I press I won't be able to insert anything into it. And whenever I press I, you can see I'm in an insert mode. Just I'll replace it with R. And to save and exit, what we'll have to do, we'll have to go to the command mode. Okay, so for that I pressed an escape key, colon wq not. Okay, to save and exit, w means save, q means quit, and exclamation we are just giving a confirmation. Okay, or sometimes also called as do it forcefully. Again, to see the contents I can do file dot txt. Okay. So one of the other commands which we will learn is copy command. So with cp we can copy a file, okay, and a directory as well. Cp file.txt to file2.txt. Okay, simple command. Just to file2.txt. Okay, we have copied a file. With cd dot dot I can come one directory back. Okay, just to ls. Now I want to copy dir 11, okay, into dir 12. Okay, when I do cp dir 11 to into the dir 12, I'll just press enter, and it is saying that it's omitting directory dir 11. Omitting directory dir 11 means we haven't specified a hyphen r. Okay, and there are some contents inside dir 11. So whenever we have to copy a directory, we have to copy its contents as well. That's why we have to do it recursively, and we are adding hyphen r here. Okay, hyphen r means do it recursively. Cp hyphen r dir 11, copy it to dir 12. Okay, and if you see what are the contents of dir 12, we can see it has dir 11 as well. Okay, now I want that the name of the file 2, it should not be file 2, it should be file 1. Okay, so for
It
that,
doesn't have to give the command that it is a directory or a file.
yeah, so if you see for file I'm not specifying hyphen r, and for copying a directory I need to specify hyphen r.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to give whether it is a file or a directory. Even for file as well I can use hyphen r, means it's possible.
Okay.
So suppose I want to rename file 2 as file1.txt. So the command will be mv stands for move. You can also consider it as cut and paste, okay, in Windows. So mv file2.txt as file1.txt. So we have renamed it, okay. And suppose I want to create one more file called as file2 file.txt. Okay. Suppose I want to create one more file using this file, means I want to rename it file1 file.txt as file2. Okay. Again the command will be file.txt file2.txt. Just to ls. Okay. So we have renamed these both the files. Now let's check the contents of dir11. I want that file2.txt which is in the this directory home prayag dir12. So what I can do is I can also move it to some other place like file2.txt, move it to dir11. Just to ls. So we have moved the file. So we have seen cp and mv. Now a bit tricky. What I want this where I am now. I'm in dir11 directory. Okay. I want that I want to move this file to, okay, where I want to move. I have to move inside home prayag. Okay. So what I'll do is mv and we'll do it using absolute path, means I know the absolute path of this mv file to. I'm giving a particular path, move it to that particular place slash home slash prayag. Okay. Just go to slash home slash prayag and we'll see it has file 2. Okay. Now to remove a file, I'll use rm file2. To remove a directory, I'll have to use -r option. That means -r means every time it will be remove everything inside the file, inside a directory recursively. Okay, so it has removed a directory. So even for file, okay, we can use rm-f at rm-r file. And for removing directory as well, rm-r dir12. So no, we don't have to remember for what you should use for file or directory. Both applies. -r will apply for both file and directory. And sometimes I'll be using rm-fr. Fr means do it forcefully. It is dangerous, but do it forcefully. Rm-fr. So there is a file called cat/etc passwd. So I have to scroll using the mouse. Okay, I'm scrolling using mouse. So if you don't want to use a mouse, then what we can do is just add less to it. Okay, pipe, and after that I'll add less, and I can scroll up and down. Okay. So scrolling up and down is possible using less. And suppose if I add more, I can scroll only using spacebar. Okay, and only one side, not up and down, only one side, that is down. So less and more command. And suppose I want to check only the last 10 lines. Okay, so I can use tail command. Okay, it will give only the last 10 lines of a particular file. Okay, so only the last 10 lines it will show. If I add head, it will show only the first 10 lines. And suppose I want to see only the last 2 lines, then I can use -n2. It will show only the last 2 lines. If I want to see only the last 3 lines, I can use -n3. So similarly, if I want to see the first 4 lines, I'll use -4, -n4. And if I do 2, I can see the first 2 lines. So that was about tell, head and tail, and we also seen less and more. And some more commands which we will see is df -h. Okay, it will show what is the usage of each directory. Actually, these are partitions. Okay, so means /dev, the /sda2 is mounted on /boot. Okay, and this is one of the LVM means logical volume manager, but it is also one of the partition. Okay, it is mounted on slash. So using df-h, -h stands for give the output in a human readable format. If I do df, okay, we cannot read it properly. These are in bytes or kilobytes. Okay, so if you do df-h, we can see. So most of the times we see this is the root directory, or you can say a root partition. At the time of installation, we gave some space to it. The slash got 14 GB, and what is the usage? 5.5 GB is used and available is 7.6 GB. That means 42% is used. So for that purpose, we'll be mostly using df-h command. Now go to /home. I want to see what is the usage of this directory. du-chs, okay, and the directory name. So it is saying it is just 36k bytes are used. Just go to slash, okay, du-chs. Okay. Again here cylindrical size and human readable format CHS means, and just to star. Okay. For some it won't allow because I'm not a root user. So for each directory it is giving me a size. For example, there is an SRV directory which is having 4.0k size. Then there is a swap file which is 2.9 gigs. Similarly, we can see the space for each directory. So total 6.6 GB is used, where is consuming 663 MB. Then USR is consuming 1.9 GB, and we are getting permission denied because we are working as a root, not working as a root, that is the admin user in Linux. So what I can do is using sudo su, I can become a root. It is my password. I can become a root means it is a super user. The super user can do anything. It is equivalent to administrator user in Windows. Now if I do du, just go to, I can directly do it, du-chs slash. So 6.6 GB is the usage of whole slash directory. Just do star. Okay, and again the same details are given. Okay. For some processes it's not there, some temporary processes vanished. Okay, so we cannot access it, but 6.6 GB is the total usage. Each directory, that is /bin, not using anything, /boot is 108 MB, this boot. And if you go to see, if you want to see USR, just see USR, where it is. USR is 1.9 GB. So df-h will give the complete usage of a partition, and du will give for a particular directory, du-chs/root. Or if I do star, everything inside it. So du stands for disk usage and df stands for disk free. Now some of the tips that if you want to see what are the various options available for any command, we can do -help. Okay, so it will give what are the various parameters we can use with it. F is forcefully. Okay, copy the contents, interactive, link, and all. And one more, one is help, other one is info. CP, a small information will be given. CP copies the file. Okay, with some option. And if you want some more option, we can use man as well. Man, the command name. Man stands for manual. So if you don't know what a particular option is used for, we can use either help, info, or man. And some of the tricks to for using VI editor wisely is just create a file vim, or I'll do this using cat command, file1.txt. My file, this is my text editor. Control D to save. Check the contents using file1.txt. Okay. Now we'll just use a VI editor to open this file. Okay. Suppose I want to copy the second line. This so I'll move the line. Okay, move the cursor to the second line, and I'll press escape. Okay, and when I press escape, I'll do escape YY. Okay, I pressed YY twice. When I press YY twice, it yanked. Yanked means it copied something, and I'll do just P. When I do P, it has copied a line. Suppose I do escape 2YY, 2YY, then it will copy this line twice. So I did escape, I pressed 2, and then I do YY. You cannot see it, but those commands I'm running on my keyboard. I'll just do P. P means paste. Y means yanked. Yanked means copy. I copied 2 lines, and I did P, and it copied it. Similarly, if I want to uh, delete 3 lines, I'll do 3DD. The 3 lines are deleted. Now I can save the file, or if I want to paste this, okay, that is it is now like cut, and if I press P with 3DD, I deleted 3 lines, and if I do P, I pasted it. Sometimes you can call it as deleted, and sometimes it is cut and paste. Okay, so escape YY without any number, escape YY, this that is I have yanked 1 line. If I do P, I'll just paste it. If I want to delete, escape DD, the 1 line will be deleted, and if I do P, it will paste it. This is very sometimes very much useful. Then one of the command to search and replace, which we most of the times use, is escape colon %sign S. S means search. Search for a word called text. Okay, and replace it with something else like VIM, and I'll just press G. So what I'll do is I won't use %, I'll just use S. Okay, so it will search for a text word and replace it VIM, but it will replace only a line where the cursor is. So cursor was at this location, it searched for text and replaced with VIM. So instead of that, what we'll do is we can do for everything. For every search, what I have to do is %s, search for a word called text and replace it with VIM, and just do /g. Okay, it has replaced every occurrence of text with VIM. So this much VIM editor you should be able to understand. And
What
if
was
you,
the, sorry to interrupt,
yeah,
what was the last command?
yeah, I'll explain it again. So suppose I want to search for a particular word. So what I'll do is %s. I want to replace vim. Okay, so I'll write vim. I want to replace it with text. So search for a keyword called vim and replace it with text. G means replace it. It will just search and replace vim with text. So it is for searching and replacing. I'll just save it. And if you want to learn more, okay, if you are interested, just type vim tutor and just press enter, and it has various lessons. Okay, so for example, I'm here. Okay, h. If I want to move cursor to the left hand side, just type h. The cursor is moving to the left hand side. If I type k, here it is written k, the cursor will move upwards. If I type L, the cursor will move right hand side. L, right hand side, and J, it will go down. So in second lesson, it has given escape colon Q naught. Okay. Here also we can check escape colon Q naught. So there itself you can practice in the same vim tutor. Then we saw if I want to delete this 2 where the cursor is, we have to position a cursor at a particular path. Just press X, it will delete that keyword, and escape U means undo it. So we also see how to insert a text. Escape I means insert mode. Now I can add anything into this file. That's what it is teaching. So there are various options, you can see that, but this much whatever I taught is sufficient. So this was all about most of the commands. Okay, now we will see about users and groups.